Welcome to the Balanced Flux podcast. I'm Tenny McLeod, and these are my takes on cultivating mental health, enhancing personal productivity, thereby living a balanced life. I hope that you'll be inspired to expand the quality of your life and in turn, empower others along the way. Expect new episodes on Sundays at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. And remember that you can always get more information on the website at balancedflux.com. So join me now and every week on this inspiring and fulfilling journey through the Balanced Flux podcast. Imagine your mind as a vast ballroom with thoughts and ideas swirling around like dancers in an intricate choreography. In this grand performance, you are both the choreographer and the dancer, constantly learning new steps and refining your moves, gaining the awareness and understanding of your own thought processes. This journey isn't a straight line, but a dynamic dance, a constant flux between knowing and not knowing, competence and incompetence. Like the ever-changing tides, you ebb and flow between these states, sometimes riding a wave of confidence, sometimes struggling to stay afloat in a sea of uncertainty. Comprehending and embracing this fluidity is the key to unlocking your full potential and living a life of balance and fulfillment. Just as a skilled dancer effortlessly transitions between graceful waltzes and energetic sambas, so too must you navigate the different stages of metacognition. The first step is recognizing the music's tempo and your current position on the dance floor. Are you confidently leading the dance, or are you hesitantly following along, unsure of the steps? Are you aware of your strengths and weaknesses, or are you completely oblivious to your missteps? Well, the dance begins with unconscious incompetence, where you're blissfully unaware of your own limitations. It's like stepping onto the dance floor without knowing the steps, stumbling and fumbling as you try to keep up with the music. You might feel confident and carefree, but your lack of awareness can lead to mistakes and missed opportunities. For example, a person might believe they are an excellent communicator, but their colleagues might perceive them as condescending and dismissive. Now, as you become more attuned to the music and your movements, you then transition into conscious incompetence, where you acknowledge your need for comprehension and improvement. This can be a humbling experience, like realizing you've been lacking the coordination to keep up with the music, or even missing the beat entirely. However, it's also a crucial step towards growth. By recognizing your shortcomings, you open yourself up to learning and the possibility of improvement. The individual who struggles with communication might seek out feedback from their colleagues, enroll in a communication workshop, or simply observe how others interact effectively. With dedication and perseverance, you can reach unconscious competence, where your movements become fluid and effortless. It's like dancing, even without thinking of it, your body intuitively responding to the music's rhythm. This is a state of flow, where you're fully immersed in the moment, your actions guided by an inner knowing. A skilled carpenter, for instance, might effortlessly craft intricate furniture without consciously thinking about the measurements or the techniques involved. Similarly, a seasoned driver might navigate through heavy traffic with ease, relying on their instincts and reflexes honed through years of experience. But even in this state, there's always room for growth. The final stage, conscious competence, is where you not only dance with grace and skill, but also profoundly understand the intricacies of the choreography, up to a level of enlightenment even. You can break down each step, analyze your movements, and make deliberate choices to improve your performance. This is the state of true mastery, where not only can you dance beautifully, but also teach others how to do the same. A master chef, for example, not only creates delicious dishes, but can also articulate the principles of flavor combinations, cooking techniques, and plating aesthetics. They can guide aspiring chefs, sharing their knowledge and expertise to help them develop their own culinary skills. Each stage of the metacognitive dance has its own unique value. Unconscious incompetence may be a starting point, but it's also a place of potential where the seeds of growth are sown. Conscious incompetence may be humbling, but it's also a catalyst for change as you acknowledge your need to learn and improve. Unconscious competence allows you to tap into your intuition and achieve effortless mastery, but it can also lead to complacency if you're not careful. And conscious competence is the pinnacle of achievement, but it requires ongoing effort and dedication to maintain. By understanding and maneuvering through the different stages of metacognition, each representing a unique step in your cognitive evolution, you can become a more adept dancer in the ballroom of your mind. You can learn to recognize your strengths and weaknesses, realize that challenges are opportunities for growth, and trust your intuition while remaining open to new learning. Ultimately, the goal is not to remain in any one state, but to master the art of transitioning from one state to another with grace and ease. Bear in mind that the system of self-improvement is an ongoing process. It's not about perfectly reaching a destination, but about constantly enhancing and redefining yourself along the journey. However, for this to happen though, you must embrace the rhythm of growth and learning and never stop exploring the endless possibilities that await you in the vast ballroom of your own consciousness. And so, let the music play and let your mind dance away. And that's a wrap for this week's episode of the Balanced Flux podcast. A new episode drops every Sunday at 1 p.m. UTC on major podcast apps and platforms. You can also listen to the podcast and extend your support through the website at balancedflux.com. This podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. Kindly seek the appropriate care and treatment from licensed professionals. Do join the community on social channels and send your messages there or via email. Either way, if this podcast sparks some form of inspiration, I'd be more than glad to hear from you. Thank you for sharing your time and mind space. Your presence and engagement truly make this journey even more fulfilling and rewarding. I'm Tenny McLeod, signing off for now, and until the next time, stay safe, best wishes, and keep striving to achieve your balanced flux.